Now sources telling us that the Gandhis say they won't quit despite the pressure that is mounting. So you have Rahul Gandhi perhaps who has decided to continue with his leadership role despite 5 of those MPs saying that no, they will not be accompanying him, they will not be attending his function in the state of Punjab, which is going to elections. Sources telling us that those 5 MPs include both ones from the young guard and the old guard as well. We also broke down some of the details of who these 5 MPs were. But yes, Gursimran, taking it back to you, now source-based information coming in that Vadras resist the nationwide call to quit. They say they will not give in, they will not quit from the leadership role.
See what happens next then when the Congress leadership, quote unquote, Gandhis become resistant not to change the leadership. The things like what happened with RPN Singh, the person who was announced as a star campaigner of the party for the UP election. Next day he goes on to join the BJP because those who are at the helm of affairs are not paying heed to the demands of the workers and the leaders of the Congress. So this has happened, and this will continue to happen till the time the Congress will not seriously brainstorm on what needs to be done and what are the changes that we are supposed to do on ground so that the things can be streamlined well within the party. And if they don't manage to, the Punjab can be the next casualty for the Congress party as the revolt is open. Yes.
Absolutely. So yes, let's see if we hear more from these MPs who've decided to openly revolt against Rahul Gandhi, but Piyush also joining us live for the moment. Piyush, Republic keeping our viewers ahead on these political scoops that we're picking up from within Punjab. But now we're being told that though these 5 MPs include both ones from the young guard and the old guard, but the reaction of the Vadra Congress is unchanged. We're not seeing anything new. They remain rigid to the fact that they will continue with their leadership role. They will be leading the campaign in these poll-bound elections, and they will not succumb to any kind of pressure.
Well, that's really unfortunate. Remember that this is not the first time when this voice has been raised by the Congress leaders. Earlier, we have seen leaders like Captain Amrinder Singh, be it RPN Singh, Jyotirudaya Scindia. These leaders have been raising their voice against the party's leadership, the style of functioning which is there in the Congress party. But Congress has not done anything to resolve the crisis. We saw what happened in Rajasthan, what happened in Chhattisgarh, what also happened in the state of Madhya Pradesh, where Congress had to lose the government. But even then, Congress is not ready to listen to the voice of its core groundwork. And now what we are given to understand is that 5 parliamentarians from the state of Congress, they are openly rejecting the leadership of Rahul Gandhi. They are saying that we do not accept him as our leader. And if sources are to be believed, we are also told is that these 5 parliamentarians were also called in that particular program, but they have refused to become part of that program which Rahul Gandhi was leading. Also, it's very important to highlight that at one side, 5 MPs have rejected the leadership of Rahul Gandhi. On the other side, Charanjit Singh Channi and Navjot Singh Sidhu, even these 2 leaders have locked horns on different issues. As the polling date is inching closer in the state of Punjab, we are seeing as to how these 2 leaders have also locked horns on the a list of candidates. So this fight is brewing not only in Punjab but in Chhattisgarh, in Madhya Pradesh, in Rajasthan, but Congress is not able to solve this issue. Now these parliamentarians have come out openly. They have now raised questions over the leadership of Rahul Gandhi, which indeed is a very, very serious thing, and it needs to be addressed by the Gandhi Vadra Parivar. We have also seen as to how Priyanka Gandhi said that she is the only face in the state of Uttar Pradesh. She is going to lead the campaign, and because of that, we also saw as to how disgruntled Congress leaders are now quitting the party. We saw RPN Singh resigning from Congress party and joining the BJP. And what we are also learning is that the star campaign which has been
already the Congress stands divided in the state of Punjab, and now you have an open revolt. 5 Congress Lok Sabha MPs who are saying that they are boycotting Rahul Gandhi's event today in the state of Punjab and they're not happy with the party high command. Let's see how this plays out in the coming few hours. Thank you, Piyush.